We're getting ready to paint the accent wall in the bullpen. So Joseph says we're making team HAPS activity today. We're gonna do some team painting. I'll just direct you in that direction.
This is teamwork.
Team my ass.
I'm coming, bro. We're doing work here, you're doing work there. We're all gonna be doing work together soon.
Welcome to my newest listing here in Welland. Just put up a new listing, a extremely affordable condo townhouse in Welland. It's actually my sister's property, and we put in a lot of work on it over the last 2 years. Completely renovated all by myself and my family, and it shows really well. This property is going to be excellent for somebody trying to get into the market or maybe picking up their first investment property. But either way, property is ready for a new home, nothing to do. So I'm excited to help my sister make some money, and hopefully we can have a quick sale on this one. We had a preview appointment in Niagara Falls, and it was very different than the regular run-of-the-mill preview that we do. This one was a property zoned commercial and residential, has a legal residential unit rented in the top floor, and the past commercial unit that was on the main floor was actually being used as residential as well. So this one has a couple little things different than we're used to seeing, a couple curveballs.
And what makes this property even cooler than that, about living above your business and being able to run it right there with zero commute time. But you've got a rooftop patio overlooking Taps Brewery.
I hope we get this listing, but even more, I hope I know whoever buys this investment property. Not only is it a great investment, but we can watch concerts from that amazing rooftop terrace and then head over for some good wings. So right now we're working on that one, trying to price it out as good as we can so that we can bring them back to comparative market analysis and make sure our numbers are as accurate as possible.
Just about to head over to a listing presentation and meeting Kev over there. And this is at the property in Wainfleet. It's got a nice sized property, and these people are considering going and listing the property through an auction. So we're going there to give them our analysis of the property and the benefits of listing with the realtor and going on the open market and how that earns you the most money possible.
We want to find land that's similar. Size-wise, you want to find the average of the price for the land, and then also the property with the house.
There's not a ton of properties that have sold that are the size of this property or the size of this house. Like we kind of talked about that. We're limited with how many houses have sold, because that's the most important thing when doing this analysis, is sold properties.
And I know we did talk a lot about auction, and we talked about the difference between the auction market and the real estate market. The comparative market analysis that we put together for the farm took a lot of time and effort to put in the numbers. Going into this presentation, we weren't really sure what the odds were that we were going to be listing it. And once we got there and we started the presentation pretty early on, I think we had a decent feeling that we were not quite going to be at least the first option of choice to sell this. You never know. At this point in time, we're not quite sure what's happening. We both still obviously love to work on this. We put in a lot of time for the analysis, and I feel like we put a really good number to this farm that can really help them get the most amount of money. So we're still hoping that we can get this farm listed and help them make money, but at this point we're not quite sure.
Usually when you walk out of an appointment, you can get a good feel for how things went. After this appointment, it doesn't look like we'll be getting that listing. I think they're gonna go down their own avenue. What they're probably gonna do is probably just sell the property to a neighbor and unfortunately not get market price for their house.
Just presented the comparative market analysis. This one was difficult, a lot of time put in, a lot of maths put in, and we went and presented it. I don't think they were the happiest with it. No. I don't think I would expect us to put this one on the market.
There's no doubt that we did the best analysis that anybody could do in the area because of all of my experience in the area and all of Kev's Dota research. And there's no doubt that I know that they'll get the best marketing and exposure listing with us. But I just think that they're gonna try and do an easier route. I don't even think they're gonna go auction. I think they're gonna try private, but we'll see. We'll see if they want to get the most money or if they want to try and just put it together themselves.
We're getting ready to paint the accent wall in the bullpen. So Joseph says we're making team HAPS activity today. We're gonna do some team painting. I'll just direct you in that direction.
This is teamwork.
Team my ass.
I'm coming, bro. We're doing work here, you're doing work there. We're all gonna be doing work together soon.
My painting skills are brutal, and pretty lucky to have Kevin Murphy here to help me paint up the bullpen accent wall. The color of the bullpen I actually really like. I wasn't exactly sure what it was going to look like up on the wall, and I think we're calling it Osage, and I actually like it. It brightens up the room a little bit. I'm happy that we didn't do the whole room in that color. It might have been a little bit overwhelming, but having a nice accent wall with that color, it's looking pretty good. I like it.
We're back at the gun club. We've got the tricky comparative market analysis complete. So we're here to go over all of our findings and the process that led to these findings.
We've done lots of analysis. This is the first time ever doing gun club. The most important thing that we're pulling up is past sales. Well, we didn't find it. We were approaching this from a lot of different angles, lots of brainstorming. We're really enthusiastic about this project. We've learned a lot about gun clubs, licensing, zoning.
So our number-wise land and lot, that's where we're sitting.
There's no data for it. Yeah. It's just not available.
It was a lot different than anything I've done, different than what Joe's done. Had some frustrating moments where we were looking for answers, but the presentation itself, it went really well. I think we made a really strong connection with the sellers of the gun club.
Here we are on the cusp of listing the property. We do not have the paperwork signed yet, but we did have our presentation that went really well. Hopefully we can get it not just listed, but also sold. Right now I'm on my way to the bank to handle some monies for the brokerage, which you would think would be a pleasant activity for today. However, the not so pleasant part about this trip is that I've been trying to operate Right Choice Happenings Realty like it's 2020 and handling all our monies electronically as much as possible. However, we've been having a ton of issues with our back-end software that we use. It feels like almost every time we do an EFT, electronic transfer of money, that we run into some type of issue with their software. And here I am having to pay out other brokerages and realtors for doing their fine work, conducting business with Right Choice Happenings Realty, helping sell our listings. And I haven't been able to get monies to them because of all of the troubles I've been having with Lone Wolf Technologies. So here I am on my way to the bank. Just finished up here at Meridian Wainfleet. As always, the support inside the bank here is amazing. Met with Beth. Beth helped me process this great big pile of paperworks. Now Meridian here in Wainfleet, they're great, but now I've got all these paperworks to sort through, file, organize, and everything instead of just doing it electronically and have everything electronic. We're back here at Water Park Golf Course. I'm about to meet up with one of the owners that's looking for an investment property here in Niagara. So we've done some homework, gonna review it with him and see if we can make any happenings. We are able to further the search of this. We're now more on page and I'm able to determine more of what he's looking for, and right now it's on our shoulders to try and find, I don't want to call it a needle in a haystack, but we're doing some unique homework for him, and hopefully we can find a property for him. The process of trying to find an investment property for the owner here is progressing. We had a nice meeting today, reviewed some of the homework that I've done, some of the homework Casey has done, and we're developing a plan moving forward. I'm really looking forward to see if we're able to find something for him here, and we're gonna get back and do some more homework, make some phone calls, and see if we can make some happenings.